So bring it on. Hype, expectation, emotion. The game yet to kick off. The excitement already palpable. There's nothing quite like match day, especially here. This crowd doesn't do ordinary, and we should be in for something very special. If you have just joined, you have just missed the kickoff. Jim, who do you reckon is pivotal?
I would say this guy, Ronald Araujo. You have a real defender's defender in him, Peter. And he may not be the best with the ball at his feet, but he's very disciplined, he's quick, he's strong. When strikers get a kick out of scoring a goal, he gets a kick out of making a good tackle. That's what he loves.
It's Morata! Goal! Milan! Oh, beautifully dispatched. There was no reaching that.
Just way too good, Peter. The keeper was never going to stop it.
So, a breakthrough already. Araujo.
They need to play this quicker in transitions like this.
Bale. And the shot's on here. And this is Cruyff. Flings in across. Menu. Now, can they get him away?
Whatever happens, that's the kind of movement which raises hope.
Roberto Carlos. This is a promising build-up. So just the one early goal to report so far. And the score is 1-0. Roberto Carlos. And that's going wide left. Can he get it through? And here's Ibrahimovic. Sabani. Menu. First quarter of an hour gone. He's in a great position here. There's the shot! And a neat finish. They are purring, truly purring.
Look, that was a technical interaction of great football. That has gone down a treat.
So that's 2 now without reply.
There's a certain...
Oh, he's all alone. And the shot! Well, now it's a race for the ball. That is lovely. O'Shea did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. Araujo. And it's O'Shea. It's Schneider. And it's Roberto Carlos. Johnson did well to step in there. That was more than necessary. And he was quick to react. Schneider. Cruyff.
This is actually quite a courageous move, and I'll add ambitious and adventurous too.
Spread neatly. It's a poor throw that, picked off with relative ease. Now it's Morata. Now it's Greenwood. And it's made its way to him. Is there any support? He might not need it. Oh, he's tripped him right on the cusp of the penalty area. Milan have themselves a chance from the spot. This further to improve their cause. Oh, what a save from Van der Sar! And we have our very first corner. Araujo attempts a clearance. And now a sudden chance to counter. Roberto Carlos to Schneider, and that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
Now it's Greenwood, and that interception was most necessary. No way through. Messi. And it's Maldini. Succumbs to the pressure. That was good pressing, forced the error to put an end to it before things could get even more threatening. Ederson gets into a good position. Can he get on the end of this? Backward it goes. Now this could be a chance, surely! And he looked every bit the assured keeper there.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it.
Milan have their second corner now. Miami have the chance to go the other way. Oh, we expected better, and so did he. And it's Menu. Morata. Chance for a shot! And he's really put himself on the line here. Corner number 3 coming up. That's the keeper's ball. Miami are looking to go forward now. Greenwood! Brilliant! Oh, it really is a finish of the highest order. It's all becoming so easy.
Yeah, the keeper was thinking about his angles, and Loft just took him out of the equation. Elementary.
3-0, and things are starting to look awfully cosy. Oh no, it's Morata! Euphoria, utopia, and they are cavorting. Pomp, panache, and passion. This, a man full of it all. An act of... Oh no, it's an own goal!
Well, that's really unfortunate. He'll be kicking himself at the moment, and believe me, I know how that feels.
Milan benefiting from an own goal. Not that you'll hear them Oh, it's gone in!
That can happen to anyone. It's truly unlucky for him, but it's just the way it is.
So a lead courtesy of an own goal. That's a pretty loose pass. It's gone in! He's put through his own net!
No, I've been there myself, and that's the last thing he wanted to happen. I really sympathise.
Well, football is, of course, ultimately just a game, but for the next 2 hours, it might not feel like that. The stadium is full of noise and energy. This certainly matters. Well, the pre-match build-up has been fantastic. Now, the game itself. If you have just joined, you have just missed the kickoff. Who do you think this turns on, Jim?
Yeah, Kylian Mbappe. There's nothing more frightening for a defender when he's running at you at full speed. He gets into his stride so quickly and seems to just glide across the turf. But when the goal's in front of him, he's also got that cool head that's required to pick a spot and finish everything off.
Hard to disagree with that. It is the sort of situation he thrives in. Oh, sweet feet. Yildiz. Has to go back here. Now it's Greenwood. Good ball. Big chance! Goal! Milan! Simplicity itself.
And the first thing he's going to do here, Peter, is thank his teammate for the pass. It put it on a plate for him.
Paris Saint-Germain are already chasing the game. They didn't envisage that. Now it's Morata. Yildiz.
They'll want to make the most of this turnover.
Ronaldinho. Driving forward. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. Now it's Morata. Milan leading here thanks to that early goal. 1-0 the score. Tries a shot! And that's a sharp finish. Saliba. Peruzzi punts it upfield. Yildiz. He won't be happy with that one. Pedri. Oh, that pass isn't the best. Greenwood. Yildiz. Yildiz! And he looked every bit the assured keeper there.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that.
Corner number 2 then. Too much on it, and that is an easy claim for the keeper. And now a sudden chance to counter. Oh no, no circumventing this opponent. Paris Saint-Germain are a team known for their direct brand of football, so Jim, what are we looking for here?
Well, I think it depends on a couple of things, Peter. Firstly, you know, whether they have a quality passer who can play those balls from a little deeper. And then secondly, you need someone up front to be able to hold on to it, be the link man. It can be very effective against teams that like to press high up the pitch.
Aimed beyond the defence. He's had a shot! Good run, lovely take, but that is where it stopped.
He did well there, held his run enough to ensure he didn't stray offside.
And it's Ronaldinho. Pedri. No, no way through. That is ended up in no man's land. Pedri. Berbatov. Rabiot. Rabiot. Now it's Rabiot. Spread to the right. Oh, well played, well sorted out. Oh no, this does not look good. And here's Johnson. Ederson. Now it's Greenwood. Oh, that's an excellent interception.
That will annoy the manager. They're making themselves too predictable here.
Robson has an approach to the game which is pretty much shoot on sight. Well, that'll do under the circumstances. Now it's Mbappe. Fofana gets across to intercept that. Yildiz. Now Ederson. Passing nice and neat. Greenwood. Referee has just said play on. Ronaldinho. Turns back here, probably the best option. Great vision. That looks a good ball through. And that's a good ball. Oh, fine stop from the keeper.
Yeah, Peter, I think the smartest of reactions, and he just attacked the danger.
Now it's Morata. That is good pressure, just hounded him off it. And it's Ronaldinho. Defending was strong and firm. Berbatov. Robson. Oh, he's felt that, hasn't he? Yildiz. Oh, nicely intercepted. Looking for a runner. Oh, delightful ball. And reclaimed it in a trice. He's having a hit!
If they want to counter, they could do with more speed.
And it's Ronaldinho. And he's managed to get free. And he's been shifted off it. And that signals the end of the first period. So a steady, solid and more than satisfactory first half. They've got the lead and that gives them something to build on after the break. Milan up by 1 goal at the halfway point.
Yeah, I like the fact that there was a genuine flow to this game as well as intent. But I can't help feeling that their efforts deserved that little bit more.
Milan have played well here and they have the all-important lead. It's 1-0. And we are back underway.
Well, if you're ahead, it's a good time to start moving the ball quicker, Peter. Entice your opponents out. See if you can open them up a bit more.
Pass somewhat off target. Now it's Greenwood. Rabiot. Now Ederson. This is a promising build-up. And the shot! And that's a good finish. 2 up now, and they are cruising.
Yeah, to see it unfold as succinctly as that, it looks telepathic.
Milan are doing very... There's the shot! Nearly, but not quite.
Ronaldinho really looked as though he had chosen correctly then, and yet we quickly realised he hadn't.
Great defending, strong and determined. The message is clear, none shall pass. Paris Saint-Germain appear to be happy to let their front players stay up front all the time.
Well, it's signalling to the opposition that they're setting themselves up for the counter-attack. It's plain and simple.
Mateus makes a dash for it. It's an inviting-looking ball, that. And that has been cut short. Threads one in. This looks promising. He's found a way. He's having a shot! It's loose now and they want to get it back.
Greenwood clearly held on to it far too long there. Did he do enough to find someone? He looked as if he had his mind set on trying to do everything his way.
He's picked his way through. Mbappe. Chance! And yes, it's there! That was a given. It always was.
And his manager couldn't look happier. That's the kind of interplay they've been working on in training, and it came off beautifully.
Paris Saint-Germain cut their deficit and look raring to go again.
Oh, we have a very different game on our hands now, all of a sudden. This one's totally up for grabs.
Goes for a shot! And that's a sharp finish. One sweeping move executed with deadly efficiency.
Milan are such an adept counter-attacking team. They produced something out of nothing there. A few seconds was all it took for them to convert a defensive situation into a goal, and it's very impressive.
Milan now in a position far more desirable.
Well, this is nothing less than they deserve, Peter. They're in the driving seat now.
And here's Berbatov. Oh, that's fabulous. And he shoots! Oh, full marks for that effort.
He actually looks pretty annoyed with himself there. He's usually better than that.
And here's Johnson. Rabiot looking to pass their way up the pitch. Played back.
Modern football for you and all that pressing.
And into the grateful arms of the keeper. Well, the ball just didn't work out for the run that he made.
Well, I think the opposition saw that pass coming a mile off, and it wasn't the best decision.
That is good alertness. Oh, nice one too, very nice. Yildiz. Now there takes a shot! Euphoria, utopia, and they are cavorting! And with that, it is pretty much a done deal.
Well, when it's pieced together as efficiently as that, it's a joy to watch.
Milan palpably stronger, better, superior.
Well, that's really winded the opposition. You can see their manager screaming on the touchline, telling his team to calm down. But they'll need to do that pretty quickly. It's composure from here.
Some intricate passing, looking to progress the ball. It's all a little bit desperate, but it's got the job done.
Yeah, they showed a vulnerability until the move was stifled. That'll have stirred a little concern.
Shapes to shoot! He's got a goal! Perfect placement, the one place the keeper couldn't reach.
He had the whole picture in his head, Peter. He didn't even look at the goalkeeper.
So could they be onto something here? Yildiz. And here's Morata. Now it's Greenwood. Rabiot. Robson. Yildiz. No, he's not getting his way this time. Now it's Berbatov. Now that's well seen too. Now this could be a chance. It's Greenwood! Missed by a fraction. There will be 4 extra minutes. Oh, well played. That has snuffed out the danger. Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped.
Played out towards the right wing. The less said about that pass, the better. Ronaldinho. Mateus. Greenwood. Ederson. Shoots! And he's stuck it away! And that will be it. So smiles all round as they shamelessly indulge in the post-whistle euphoria. A win achieved through the right balance of... Well, football is, of course, ultimately just a game, but for the next 2 hours, it might not feel like that. The stadium is full of noise and energy. This certainly matters. Just listen to that noise. This place is definitely up for it. Let's hope we get a contest worthy of the setting. So things are underway. The United States have clearly decided to play here with a 5-3-2 formation, Jim.
Well, it could be a disguise, Peter, for something else. And that five at the back can easily produce wing-backs. If that's the case, I think, it might end up a three at times. Admittedly, though, if they do play deeper and in line with the centre-backs, then we can take it that they don't really want to give much away. That'll be foremost in their minds. But essentially, it depends on the two wide players in that defence. If they push on a little bit more, we could see something very different.
Oh, good-looking ball. Now it's Morata. Yildiz. Now it's shapes to shoot! And he looked every bit the assured keeper there.
Greenwood clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper.
And we have our very first corner. He's rising! Not a bad try by any means.
Morata certainly knows that he's missed a real chance there, but he can't dwell on that. He needs to pick himself up and move on.
He is just caressing the ball. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Oh, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. Oh, there's a probing ball. Now it's Mbappe. Aït-Nouri. Passes short and sharp. No goals as yet. And here's Morata. Now it's Greenwood. Now it's Johnson. Chance, surely! Cruyff looking to be a menace in the final third.
He's not the type to hog the limelight, but Angelo Peruzzi is a man I always thought worthy of praise.
Well, listen, Jim, few would question his record or his reputation, but I wonder what you think stands out about him.
Well, consistency for one, Peter, but I also like the calm aura he exudes. He'll go out of his way to make everything look effortless. He firmly believes that gave him the psychological edge.
And now they can spring out of defence. Vieira kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. Kvaratskhelia. Too much on it, and that is an easy claim for the keeper. Yildiz. Tuanzebe. And it's Mainoo. Greenwood! It's run. Big chance! Goal! Milan! And he's only too grateful to capitalise on the keeper's misfortune.
Oh, he was definitely fully focused on that, Peter. His reaction and anticipation got him there when everyone else was spectating.
So the first goal of the game.
Yeah, but I think they all know too well that things are far from done here, and while there's never a good time to be caught out, you definitely don't want it to be now.
Knocks it into space. And a chance! Oh, he's managed to get it all wrong.
That's good running. It makes life so much easier when you have people who are willing to go beyond the defence like that.
Now it's Mbappe.
Milan have turned up with a human blockade. This is top defence.
Tries to pass it through. Picked out brilliantly. Oh, decent chance! It's a goal! Again, in a trice, and they are soaring! And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Well, it's an example of counter-attacking at its finest. Real cut and thrust.
Shot a goal! And a neat finish! Right back in the game! That was a given. It always was.
And the first thing he's going to do here, Peter, is thank his teammate for the pass. It put it on a plate for him.
A shift in momentum, perhaps.
Well, what a difference a goal makes. Now, all of a sudden, it seems the belief is back. This is the time you need that pace.
Johnson, he's picked his way through. Good ball. And the shot! Rijkaard. Milan heading towards the half-time break. The wind very much in their sails. Well, that has not gone well. Yildiz. And here's Mbappe. Now then, the ball's come loose. Played out wide. And here's Cruyff. Cruyff. It is a corner.
They've got a healthy number of very tall targets to pick out from this corner.
And he's quick to get rid. Hakimi. Yildiz. Morata. And it's Menu. And Johnson. Well, now here's a good battle, bicep to bicep. Now it's Greenwood. He's beat. There's the shot! And it's in! 2 up now, and they are cruising. Unstoppable. Just how do... And that is indeed the final act.
Well, Peter, I think the score is a fair reflection of what we've witnessed so far, and that being good movement in both midfield and indeed up front. If those players, I think, can carry on where they left off after the break, they should impose themselves even more, and probably only one result coming here.
Milan claiming the lion's share of the 4 goals, up by 3-1 at half-time.